NuubCast.
Greetings, fellow noobs. Welcome to another NuubCast. This is Blummus, and this is a 1v1 of PvZ on Cloud Kingdom. That is correct. We are kicking it off this week with Zerg, the What this week? It's so weird. So weird. Like, my casting schedule, life schedule, is not like Monday through Sunday like most people's. It's like Thursday to Wednesday. It's weird. Anyway, we're in Cloud Kingdom, which is one of the new maps, obviously. In the map pool, many of you have been playing on it. There are lots of games being submitted on it, so you're probably going to see it a lot this week at least on NuubCast. But we've met Zerg, our Protoss player. Let's meet his opponent, Fake Promise, the blue Zerg player. If you are unfamiliar, welcome to NuubCast. We are all about playing. We're all about playing newbie games. Yeah, that's because I'm a noob. We are also all about casting non-pro games. For the sake of entertainment mostly, and to prove that fun and entertaining games can happen at any level. I feel like I've been saying that. I've said that at least 500 times. Because I'm pretty sure I say it in just about every cast. But yeah, that is what we're all about here at NuubCast. And we really just want to have fun and give guys who are not pros opportunity to have their games cast. And to have a good time, together watch fun and entertaining plays, and most importantly, I think, to see what gameplay is like, or what it's like to watch ourselves play, more or less. And what I mean by that is, as we see Fake Promise getting the fast hatch, Zerg going for the oh so common Forge Fast Expand, particularly on this map. Well, pretty much on all the maps now. Forge Fast Expand or a one-gate expand are the super standard ways to play Protoss right now. Very few Protosses are one-basing, unless they're doing some kind of all-in on a one-base. I tend to one-base because my macro isn't good enough really for two bases. But anyway, what I was about to say is that, you know, what I mean by watching yourself play is when you watch someone play who's on your level, you get to see them make the mistakes that you make, where you rarely ever see your own mistakes. And sometimes even when someone else points them out to you, it's hard to translate that to actual gameplay. But if you're watching and you're picking up other people's mistakes as you watch them play at your level, you can say, oh crap, I do that too. Or, oh crap, you know, that's something I need to look out for in my play. Then I think that sometimes is even better than watching someone who is way better than you, who will never make those kinds of mistakes, play the game. So that's why we're called NuubCast, and that's why our focus is on lower level play. We do an occasional pro game. I try to get better at casting by casting pro games, which I don't do enough because I'm still kind of a crappy caster, as Fake Promise takes his third. And I'm also trying to get good at observing and watching the minimap, both for my gameplay and for casting's sake, obviously. But I'm not very good at StarCraft. I'm currently in Silver League, back in Silver League after couple seasons in gold, mostly because scheduling and time have not allowed me to maintain or improve my current skill level. And largely I'll probably never get past gold or platinum just because I just don't have the mechanics. There is some innate talent in StarCraft that I do not possess. We have a few Zerglings out on the field for Fake Promise. Just wants to give himself an awareness. He's got the map control, or at least map vision, if not control. He's got his Overlord up here, checking things out. Seeing what buildings he has, a good view of the gas. Going to see if that's a good indicator of whether or not the Protoss is going for fast tech. And oh, what I've not been looking at is this right here. Double Stargate from Tzeranex to open up one gate's double Stargate. That is interesting. And to leave this gas open is very interesting, because usually you're going to need all kinds of gas. Maybe he's leaving it open because he knows about this Overlord. I don't know if he can see that Overlord. I don't think he can see it at all. Poking with the probe, going to get killed. But this is 3 bases. But not much in the way of units coming yet from Fake Promise. I'm starting to get a little congested. I've been sick for the last week or so. So if I start to sound a little nasally, that's why. I may pop a Halls just for that purpose. And Tzeranex going to move out with the pair of Void Rays. He did get spotted. I'm sure he got spotted. And plus, he's got the tower, so he knows that these guys are coming. He's making 2 extra queens in the meantime to defend. He's not connected by creep, so he may actually lose his third to 2 Void Rays. Second queen's gonna pop, but first queen goes down, and he's gonna try and run away. Oh no, just gonna kills the creep tumor before it dies. Queens out here slowly making their way over. Spore crawlers going up at the natural, and some down here at this base as well, but they are not gonna finish. And 2 more Void Rays. So now Fake Promise also has to know that there's double Stargate and a pair of Phoenix coming in. Now he's going to be able to get some lift on these queens. This is looking very good for Tzeranex. But he's got queens, he's got spores over here in the main. He's got some spores going up. He's got Spire coming up. This queen going to die very quickly. More Phoenix joining, so we have 4 Phoenix, 4 Void Ray. Gonna come in here. He's gonna be able to kill that spore pretty quick. Just gotta micro these Phoenix out of the way. Did he lose that one? Nope. Lots of queens over here. Muta's now popping for Fake Promise, so he's going to probably bug out. He needs to be careful with these Void Rays because they are super slow. More Mutas on the way. What do we have going on back here? We've got 4 gateways. A Robo. Twilight Council going Colossus. Wow. Tzeranex going tech crazy. Phoenix and Void Rays engaging the Mutalisks out here. Not enough Mutalisks to scare away this Protoss air. Now there will be. There's considerably more. But Tzeranex getting out of there, making more Phoenix to combat these Mutalisks and taking a third. I like that. More Phoenix moving out. Colossus tech will be done soon. I'm not sure if I like the move to Colossus, considering the number of Phoenix that are coming up. These Phoenix will all fall. I don't know if that was just a bad rally or what. But here come the Mutalisks for Fake Promise. Or maybe not. Oh, there they go. There we'll move in. They're going to do all kinds of damage here. Cannon's going down in the mineral line, but that's not going to be enough. These 4 Void Rays are going to fall very quickly. Phoenix are going to come in here and perhaps scare these guys off, but still, it's not enough. The Void Rays are going to go down, and the Phoenix, while being able to take out a few of these Mutalisks, going to have to be microed very well. And his micro... Oh, these Wow, Phoenix Micro, very good by Tizernix. Going to take down all these Mutalisks, basically one-shotting them. That's awesome. And bad rally for the Mutalisks. They're sitting outside this base. Very bad rally. Yeah, that was bad news for Fake Promise. Bad news indeed. In the meantime, we've got lots of Zealots and Colossus building here, and Fake Promise doing what he can to catch up, has replanted the third. Lots of Roaches and Zerglings. Looks like he may have given up on the Muta production, which is interesting. Check out the Units tab. He's got 3 Corruptors out. Wow, 93 drones. That's a lot of drones. And here come the Phoenix to do some more damage, but they can't shoot at spores. Just trying to check out, take down the 4th base here, but well protected against Phoenix. And all the Overlords hovering around hatcheries. Very smart. But again, just a few Corruptors out. And 3 more Corruptors coming, so he's looks like he's going for just Corruptors to hold off those Phoenix. There's enough Phoenix to take down these Corruptors. He is losing a few, and now killing a lot of Overlords, and more Overlords coming out to get killed. Not quite food supply blocked yet. Now he is. More Colossus coming out for Tizernix. And now there's probably enough Corruptors to chase these Phoenix away. And there they go. The Corruptors are not going to chase. In the meantime, there's been very little scouting by the Zerg player. They haven't been able to scout very much at all. So they don't really know what kind of force is building here between the Zealots and the Colossus. A couple more Void Rays out. And 3 bases going strong here for Tizernix. Wondering if he's contemplating taking a 4th. We're getting Storm now. And the our Zerg player looking for infestors, getting the pathogen glands upgrade. He's getting his melee and carapace down. Is he getting hive tech yet? There is a hive building, so he could be switching over to Broodlords, which would be a pretty good idea. And here is base number 4 for Tizernix, kind of out of the way. I actually like it. Because the Zerg hasn't been scouting, and I don't know what sense he has of that, but it's unlikely that he's going to check over there. And as I say that, oh, he's sending his whole army to deal with these Zealots. They die very quickly. But now, of course, the Tizernix knows what he's up against. You see the probes transfer over this. Is he going to come down here and intercept this? He is. The question is, how did he know? Wow. He causes a quick cancel, and then, wow, Fake Promise backed off before he even. Now the Phoenix here, if they get a pickup on the infestors and are able to kill them, that would basically, I don't know, the Corruptors, there's a lot of Corruptors there, so the Colossus would be going down pretty quick. There's a fair amount of Stalkers. Now we've got lots of Storm. Looks pretty strong for Tizernix, if you ask me. The supply is pretty much even, but this is a very strong composition here from Tizernix. The fact that there's so many Corruptors is actually, a lot of times you hear me talk about what a bad idea that is against Protoss, but in this particular case, with the composition here, Corruptors are very good. The fact that he's going to Broodlords, I don't even like that with this composition. I prefer he stay with largely corruptors because of all the Phoenix and Void Rays that are here. And we have, what's this? What? There's a fleet beacon? There is, and he is getting the Phoenix range upgrade. Oh my goodness. Warp prism down here. Is he going to warp anything in? Maybe he did already and I missed it. I don't see anything in the mini-map. But lots of spines. Oh, I guess maybe he did because there's injured spine crawlers and stuff over here. Observer coming through, checking out what's there to check out. More corruptors being made. 4 more corruptors. Question is he going to switch those? Is he going to leave them as corruptors or switch over to broods? This is a large broodling force right here. 7, 8 broods, 7. And a fair number of yeah, it's pretty good. This is a oh wow, holy banelings, Batman. Holy banelings. And here comes the Phoenix. Phoenix focused down the Broodlords. Nice force fields. Colossus doing tons of damage. Storms on the banelings. This is not going to be close, I don't think. Once the corruptors are taken down by the Phoenix, then everything is pretty much dead. The Broodlords will not stand a chance, and wow. And yet the Zerg is completely remaxing and already has more food than his opponent, getting 35 roaches and 6 corruptors. This is one of the things that kind of bugs me about a lot of Zerg play, is the instinct to spam roaches after they lose their army. Yeah, roaches are going to be okay against this, but you need a lot more than just roaches. There's no zealots here either, and they're +3 and +1 shields, and he's got air upgrades +1, and he's getting, oh, carriers a-coming, baby. Carriers a-coming. Yeah, this is pretty much... It's funny because Tzernix, while he's ahead in food right now, he wasn't for a long time. And here comes the harass with the zealots. Going to keep Fake Promise from... where are you going? These roaches are going to kill these zealots off very quickly. That's a lot of freaking roaches. And the roaches are 2-2. He needs to get those +3s about to be finished. We have +2 attacks down, +2 shields down for Tzernix. He's getting a second cybernetic score so he can double up on his air upgrades. DTs now warp in for Tzernix. Quickly take out that. Man. Late game Protoss is pretty tough to deal with. No matter what race you are, because of the... I mean, there's so many different options between Templar, Dark Templar. And now that there's more Sky Protoss being introduced and more players are using Protoss Air, late game is just going to be that much harder, I think, against Protoss. I mean, this is freaking crazy. Crazy DTs in the mix. I mean, once you have mining off this many bases, you have all these gases going, and you can basically replace zealots with DTs, or Archons for that matter. The amount of damage they do is just redonkulous. And this 200 food army just isn't good enough. What he needs is to basically plant a bunch of spines and then cancel them. Get a bunch of spines, use a bunch of units, and then cancel them, because this composition is going to die very quickly. And the carriers back here, just a couple carriers in the mix, already getting kills, doing damage. And the corruptors are auto-focusing on the... Oh, they were focusing on the carriers, but now they're focusing down the Colossus. Oh, now they're back on the carriers, but they're gone now, and the Phoenix are able to easily kill the Broodlords, and now Protoss finally takes a huge supply lead. And Zernix pulling out with his Colossus. Is there some counters happening? What's he pulling back for? Pulling all the way back here. Carriers just hanging out. 2 more carriers and a mothership coming in. My oh my. Not enough larvae out here for Fake Promise to do much with, and he doesn't have the money. He's got larvae, he just doesn't have the money. No funds. Dropped in some spines. He needs to get some drones back up. If you check the unit count again, remember he had 93 drones at one point, down to 58. And things are getting crazy. Morphing some more Broodlords. I mean, Fake Promise has to know the position that he's in right now. He is in... Oh, and DT's taking out this base. There's got to be a GG any minute now. Infestors coming out, joining the mix. See, I think you got to be heavy infestors. There's got to be a lot of fungals. Particularly with the Phoenix. And you have to have more anti-air. I think in this situation... I don't know. I don't even know what to say for the Zerg to do at this point with this composition. You can't really go Hydras against to get as anti-air. And now the mothership is out. Oh, he's gonna go around and he's gonna recall into the Zerg base. What looks like what he's gonna do. There's just not enough here. This is just a 6-6-6-6-6 composition. 4 carriers now. Getting +3 weapons. Oh my god. And +3 shields are finished as well. DT goes down, as well as the Warp Prism that was basically forgotten. Oh, I'm not going to send the mothership around. Yeah, this game is right now kind of on the ridiculous side of, you know, if you look at the supply, it's not that bad, but the compositions are just crazy in Protoss' favor, particularly with the upgrades. There's no way, like he's got +1 on his air, and he's going to be up against +3 air. +3 ground, no doubt, and shields, no armor at all upgraded. And if you're gonna, it's actually very smart by Zernix here not upgrading armor when you have a largely air force. Shields is, and if you're planning on going for a much for an air force, not an air force, but well, I guess it's an air force. If you're planning on using air units as Protoss as a main part of your composition, then doing shields instead of armor is actually very good because it covers both ground and air. Here's a big engagement. Lots of lings getting immediately fried. Huge fungals going off on just about everything. And infested Terran, everything dead. There's the Archon. There's the toilet. Are the Archons going to go in? Not even going to put them in there. Everything gets sucked in, and everything is going to die. Roach is dying so quickly. And wow. He lost 10 supply in that engagement. And his opponent lost 100. And a lot of that has to do with upgrades and units. And here we have again DT is killing any expansion hopes of Fake Promise. Pretty fun game. Nice to see carriers used. The composition was just absolutely crazy. When you are able to, of course, the Zerg did not harass the Protoss at all. It was basically free to macro up and do his thing and do whatever he wanted. And that's because of the early pressure by Protoss, the early air pressure with the double Stargate, getting lots of Phoenix, lots of Void Rays out. And unless you catch that super early, the double Stargate, it's really hard to hold back as a Zerg player. So the Zerg wasn't able to harass, and therefore Zerinix was able to macro up and pretty much controlled the majority of the game. Fun to watch, though. A little bit one-sided. Fun to watch, though, and appreciate this insane composition. You've got Archon. All the hugest badass units in Protoss are on the field right now and just doing crazy, crazy business. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Keep climbing that ladder. More to come. Peace.